Last night I dreamt I was Kung Fu Panda. Because of some mistake that I made, I was exiled to the forest and forced to eat only bok choy. Of course, I couldn't eat only bok choy. I find dreams a fascinating event in our life as a human. I know some of you guys are like me who dreams imaginatively. Some of you guys dream more of a daily life-ish situations, and some of you guys don't dream at all. I think it makes our brain such a unique, original thing. Like, nobody experiences the same things regarding to their dream experience. Nevertheless, no matter how unique our dream experiences are, I also find it intriguing. Like, think about it. How could it be possible all across the world? Among different cultures, different timelines in history, there are some similarities or patterns that we find in our dreams. That's why there are some generic ways media has tried to portray this so-called alternate reality. So cool, right? It's just too interesting to not make something out of. So, welcome to another Paint With Me. On today's episode, on the background here, you may notice we have this set of fields. I wanted to make like the legendary Windows background. And up here we see a floating door and a car going out of it into the sea. Doors are commonly used as one of the passageways into alternate realities. In Alice, she went through a door into Wonderland. In Narnia, the children in Narnia went through a wardrobe door into Narnia. I said Narnia 3 times in a sentence. The car is a tribute to my dreams. Have you ever had recurring dreams where you have like repetitive dreams, like same places or the same events happening? To me, one of them is cars falling into the sea. It doesn't happen anymore now, but I used to dream about them like 3 to 4 times that year. And it is always so vivid in my memory. Like after I wake up, I'd be in a car and we'd lose out of control for whatever reason and go straight into the sea. The drowning felt so real. I remember waking up like gasping for air because I thought I actually drowned. It kind of scared me out. It made me look up to WikiHow and memorize the steps on how to get out of the drowning car. Here's all the things I did today: the mood board, sketch, and some parts of the background. I think because there are a lot of items here and I want a different approach to each, I think I will be finishing each separate part on its own instead of like doing the same steps with everything at the same time. I think it's gonna take a long time, but I'm actually excited. I don't want it to be finished too fast because I'm enjoying it right now. And I hope I'll stay I hope this excitement stays the same until the end of this project. But that's all for today. I'm gonna continue tomorrow. You know the Disney movie A Wrinkle in Time, where she got into this weird neighborhood where everything looks very organized, that it's eerie looking. If I'm not wrong, they even have a scene of like all the kids in those houses are out in the front yard dribbling a basketball, and they're all dribbling, doing the same movement at the same time. It's so eerie. You know Patrick's seahorse kitty, right? We have that here, but I changed it into a horse. This handsome horse. Once I had a dream of this really wild horse. I was like staying in a hotel with my family, but we stayed in the warehouse. I don't know why we get the warehouse. Like there's no rooms left, or because it's the cheapest option. Whatever. We just ended up having the warehouse as a room. There are a lot of valuable items stored in that warehouse, like glasses, jars, all sorts of fragile, expensive items that could break anytime. And one of them being a horse. The one they let guests ride on around the establishment, around the resort or something. He just lives in the warehouse, apparently, in the same room as we do, but he's very still and quiet, he's just standing really still, okay? So anyways, I told my mom, it'll be really crazy if the horse breaks all these important stuff. Guess what? The horse did decide to break all the vases and glasses, jars. Man, the chaos. Glass shattering all over the place. We were screaming in panic because we don't want to be trampled. What are we gonna say to the hotel people? Since that was a pretty memorable dream, I'd like to put this horse here as a tribute. Now you may be wondering, who is this tomato guy? Why does he have a tomato head? Why is he staring at us? In high school, I had a dream where the earth is in a critical condition because of global warming. I mean, it is now, it's always have been a major urgent problem, but in a dream it's like even more extreme, to the point like all our grounds are cracking out by how dry it is and it has to be solved pronto. Thankfully, we have a tomato squad to the rescue. The heroes in that dream were tomatoes, like real live tomatoes with eyes and mouth and long arms and legs like that of a middle-aged man. They had telepathic powers as well, to communicate with each other. I know it's so silly. We were driving a jeep with Mr. Tomato Man here into a rainforest because we're looking for like a secret treasure solution object for the global warming, like the One Piece. I don't know what that is, we never found it. And Mr. Tomato Man decided he couldn't do this alone, so he asked for help from his team. They're all tomatoes by telepathy. Just beep, 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 beep. And the scene cuts to other tomato men and tomato ladies receiving a message, beep, 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 beep. Some from overseas, some from outer space. Yeah, that was one of my most iconic dreams, with the most original characters that even my friends still remember them to this day. They'd be like, hey, remember that time when you dreamt of tomatoes saving the world? Mr. Tomato Man was pretty personal to me, so of course I have to put him there at the front. The main character here is the girl, our main character. I made her hair look like Dorothy from Wizard of Oz. I put together this fit for her: a nightgown, butterfly cardigan, funky pants under, and comfy fuzzy slippers. Woohoo, we're like 90% done. Oh, this went way faster than I thought it would. Like I thought it would take up like the whole day, but it's still 1 p.m. and we're almost done. Hey, yay! So I do want to add some more textures to make it more funky and fun. It's texture time. We'll probably do it in like a new file so that it won't disturb the because I feel like this one is already too full. Yeah. How this looks like. Honestly, I love how this turned out. I enjoyed the surprisingly very quick progress and the whole aesthetic, finally having Tomato Man out there. Yeah, I think this project will be one of my favorites. Thank you for painting with me and listening to my dream talks. I hope that was fun. And if you do find it fun, do give it a like on my Insta. Oh, I can do this, you know? Yeah! I mentioned before in my previous video, like the balloons coming up. I finally know how to do it. Anyways, I'll see you next time.